Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the FrostBytez gaming experience, where it is now time for us to fight. Well, first it's time for us to save our game, and now it's time for us to fight some damn pirates. So basically, our goal is to get ourselves a flyer, and apparently the only area that has flyers these days is on a pirate island, basically. Is that right?
I'm sorry. Your brothers inside made me clean up their chicken bones. I came as soon as I finished, but in my haste I tripped and fell down the stairs.
Someone that used to be one of them, huh? Jeez.
I'm sorry. Don't beat me. I'll get the wine and some food, yes?
Jeez, quit your sniveling, dude. That's just getting crazy. And he's out. He's gone. They never saw him again after that. Nice of them to give me a nice little spirit font. Makes kicking their ass even easier. What are you doing, good sir?
Make me crawl like a dog? This'll teach them a lesson they won't forget. Come on. Stupid rope, come on. Make them sorry they ever... Huh?
Oh?
Wait, don't hurt me. I was just... Hey, you're no pirate. I remember the face of everyone I used to sail with, and I've never seen you before.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's just because you were really drunk on the night that we met. You know, you don't remember a single thing about that day. Anyways, who are you?
My name's John. Once I was a pirate on the river, but things were different then. We took pride in our work. We were professionals.
You don't take pride in anything anymore based on the way you were just acting there.
The younger pirates used to look up to me. Now they treat me like dirt. They treat me worse than that slave cleaning the pier. But I'm gonna get even. I'll show them.
Again, after all the whining you did, they have reason to, like, not look up to you anymore. How you gonna get even?
Those drunks on the pier were supposed to unload the ship, but they're too lazy to finish the job. They left a cannon suspended above the dock, supported by this single rope.
How does a single rope hold an entire cannon? Then again, it looks like that rope was tied around that tree about a good 300 times or so. How much rope do these pirates have? Like, is their treasure nothing but just a chest full of rope? What about the slave, dude?
But dropping the cannon is the easiest way to wipe out everyone on the pier. Tough break for the kid, but much easier for you.
How about I just go kick their ass? Anyways, I don't need fancy tricks. I'm just gonna hurt them.
Want to take the guards on face to face? I won't stop you. Still think you should use the rope, though. Tough break for the kid.
he just wants an excuse to use the rope. That's all it is. He's like, I think he should still use the rope. And in the middle of, like, taking them all out, he's like, but what about the rope? Anyways, if you say that, you can still choose to mess with the rope if you want to. I don't think you get nearly as much experience, though. So, out of all of these guys, the most annoying one here is this woman right here that can disorient us. Especially when she uses her AoE attack, that'll pretty much hit us no matter what. So we're going to look to try and take her out as soon as possible, because her disorientation makes it way harder than it needs to be to fight these two guys. So now we have pretty much fast enough attacks that we can actually fight these guys without having to utilize our staff.
They're dead. I don't have to sweep the dock no more. You saved me.
That's all you had to do was sweep the dock. Like, there are jobs that have you do worse things for less money. I know they're not going to pay you, but still. Let's see, what do you know about the other pirates here?
This whole island is crawling with pirates. They'll kill you.
No, they won't.
Won't catch me again. I know where to hide.
Okay, good for you. Wait, you didn't even answer my questions. What the heck, man? Alrighty. But yeah, get rid of the female pirate first, because she has that disorientation attack that is really annoying. If she hits you with an AoE of it, it's going to hit you no matter what.
Those pirates didn't seem to give you much trouble at all.
No one does.
In my day, a pirate knew how to fight.
Minus Gao the Lesser's men at the very beginning, where I got way too cocky and got destroyed. Hey, speaking of Gao.
You'd think the Lotus assassins would have been a warning. Even a pirate knows better than to get mixed up with them.
Yeah, see, Gao and Lotus Assassins, those are two names that we're very familiar with. So tell us about Gao.
Gao the Greater, as he calls himself, is the leader of the guild, a powerful crime syndicate. They never used to bother with us until Gao came to power.
How did he come to power?
Gao himself came and took over our operations.
Probably just had
He
money.
began building the flyers, and he made slaving our main activity. My own men turned on me. Now they treat me like a dog.
I thought you said there was the younger pirates that
A few
did.
months later, the Lotus Assassins showed up. Gao must have some kind of deal with them. Whatever they're up to, it must be something big.
They're called the Lotus Assassins. Of course it's something big. Tell me about them.
They showed up shortly after Gao took over, working with him and his guild. Inquisitor Lim seems to be in charge of the Lotus Assassins here.
Fantastic. Who is
Gao
that?
and Lim don't get along. They both like to be in charge.
Oh, imagine that. You get that everywhere you work these days.
Very wrong about him.
Something very wrong about all of you people. Something wrong about you, too. We know about the airships.
Back in my day, a pirate ship stayed on the water where it belonged. Now they've got some kind of
Back in my day, we would only sail on water. We didn't do any of this fancy sail through the air stuff.
This guy would hate Rogue Galaxy.
just a cover, so the Lotus
There's also that other game. Crap, what was it called? I think it was for the GameCube. I never played it myself. But Skies of Arcadia. I think that's what it is. God, I want to play that game too. But Rogue Galaxy was a fun little like pirate RPG. I need to play that game again. I actually enjoyed it a lot. So yeah, so basically we're just going to be dealing with a whole lot of pirates in this ordeal. That's essentially everything that we're going to be doing. It's all going to be pirate based. Now we got a lot of them here. So you want to definitely try and utilize your AoE attack whenever you can to really try to mix it up as best as possible. Not relatively tough to take out though. Sweep away. And get your ass kicked. Relatively fast when it comes to the sword swings, that is for sure. But again, I do believe that at this point, my legendary strike is actually faster. And again, as long as you get the AoE hit off on them, then it doesn't really matter nearly as much, because then you can always just do the dodge roll in on them, no problem. Especially if they're using... Like, the stabs are relatively slow attackers. They'll always give you that one small opening where you can actually dodge out of the way, no problem with it. The sword striker is not nearly as much, but you have better reach in comparison. Alrighty, let's actually get ourselves back to full focus. Let's actually head back and just fill up on the spirit font because it's right here, you know, not that far away. And because we have focus run anyways, we might as well utilize it to the best of our abilities. I did take a couple more hits there than what I would like to, but nothing too bad. Excuse me again, sir. Since we're in focus mode, we should be running by him relatively quickly. That he's like, whoa, who just went right on by. Anyways, free experience off of that, and I don't think any of these... yep, this one can. Intimidation gym, not nearly as impressed. And I think that's really about it in that area. But yeah, nothing. The pirates aren't really... There's nothing too extremely difficult with any of the pirates that we're dealing with. It's not till later on that we start dealing with otherly world ordeals that... I wouldn't say it makes it that much harder, but it is possible to get... You know, have it... It is possible for the damage to sneak up on you. You know, like in most cases of this game. Most of the time you die in this game is when the damage just kind of sneaks up on you. You're looking to try and get a good combination, take a good couple hits, and then you're still trying to finish them off, but then you realize you're 2 hits away from death. A lot of these enemies can really sneak up on you on the amount of damage that they can throw out. What do you have? That is eyeliner done incorrectly, my friend.
Sense at all, you'll stand aside. Let me go drive a blade through your master's throat, and I'll forget I saw you.
That's... He's very mad. He's got that weird bite going on. That would help a lot, actually. Thank you. You're actually not as bad.
I wasn't serious, you idiot. We're going to kill
The only idiot again is you. What's with those earrings? What's with that eyeliner? What are you? You're not human.
the odds are not so much in your favor. There's still a chance for you to run.
What are you talking about, fool?
Why are we still even talking? How come we're not fighting yet?
Over there watching us?
I love
He spent
this.
his entire lifetime learning how to kill dogs like you.
He just kind of like, he's like, is he talking about me here? Like, I mean, if I'm on the pirates, I'm the most least intimidating person around.
That just means you won't die alone. Attack!
I mean, if I'm looking at it and I see my guy, if I see, you know, essentially my guy scratching my head like that, I would definitely go on my way and be like, yeah, whatever, we're still gonna kick the shit out of you. What do you think you are? And then they're also sitting there and they're like, and you've got a little girl. And like, what? Why should we be intimidated by this person? Then the little girl just turns into a giant demon. What kind of animal demon would you call that? The guy talking the most smack is actually the weakest one here. His health dropped the fastest out of all of them. What would you call that demon? What is he? Like, what kind of animal is that?
How'd I know you'd be deadly in a fight? You'll have to accept my apologies for dragging you into that, but I can't afford to be stopped. Not now.
Yeah, it was easy. The guy that talked the most smack was the one that died the
Someone else
fastest.
in this place who can't stand these slaving dogs. We make quite the pair.
Now, for some reason, you always have to hit to continue when talking with this guy. Or at least in this portion of it. I don't know. I can't remember if later on it still forces you to have to press continue in the middle of dialogue for him. Or
Indeed. I find I'm just not saved enough.
or if it does
these
just
days.
goes automatically after a certain point. But when you're talking with them when you first meet, you have to put in the option to continue every single time. I don't know exactly why that is, though.
Speaking of which, there's a very secure and equally intimidating gate blocking the way. If we work together, though, it'll be simple to crack. It's funny what things you can learn if you just ask at the right time. Like when you have a knife to someone's throat.
Or these are pirates, so when they're just drunk.
Like how to reach the upper levels of this place.
Like, you could literally just walk in and be like, hey, I'm a fellow pirate. Tell me how I'm supposed to do this. And if they're drunk enough, they're just going to flat out tell you. Anyways, let's just talk about the plan. We'll find out more about him later.
Gao's engineer, Kang the Mad, designed it for security.
Kang the Mad. So he's perfectly sane, right? Let's see here. Yeah, they're not the ingenious type.
They're good with knots.
I guess is that supposed to be funny? They're good with knots? I guess. I don't know. I guess pirates do have to be good with knots. I mean, you got to make sure that your ship stays at bay and doesn't go drifting out at sea.
Operated while the lever is held forward. There used to be a sentry up there who handled that kind of thing, but he had an accident. I can climb up and pull the lever easily enough. You can open the door when it's unlocked.
Easy. What's on the other side of the door? I'm pretty sure we know the answer to that. But they're all kind of just, they lead to the same answer.
Guards are willing to die for their master. You shouldn't have too much trouble helping them reach that goal.
We'll take care of that, no problem.
We'll go our separate ways. I have my goals, and I'm sure you have yours.
What made you think that?
Why don't I go unlock the door now?
That sounds fair to me. Just get on out of here. Let's see here.
I should go now, but...
Because again, we'll find out more about this guy later. He obviously joins the team, so we'll have our chance to chat with him when he's with the rest of the group. We don't need to spend more time chatting with him right now. Yeah, we turned to Master Leader 2.
You fight like no one I've seen before.
Everybody keeps saying that. Why is it? Yeah.
No one I've ever met fights like you do. It's subtle, but your movements bait your foes into seeing an opening that isn't there.
There's also the second time we've been told about an opening that's not actually there. That's a little bit odd. It's basically like we're a constant feint attacker. No matter what style you pick, the dialogue is generally always the same. People will always make a little comment about how it's like there's a weakness that they can't seem to get, or if we're leaving up an opening. So essentially, no matter what you pick, you're always the feint attacker type. You're always looking to be like, hey, you can hit me here, and then you just feint them out. You know? Anyways, how'd you end up here? So this is the mother of the two that we first met when we were heading into Tian's Landing, that they were looking to go out. Then they knew the possible risk of getting picked up into slavery, and apparently that's just immediately what happened. I'll go find her. Not really that hard to find her. If you just want to sweep the entire area, you'll find her in no time. Okay, so there is, I believe, a pile of bones we can check. Thank you. I was like, can we actually check them? And I think that's it. I don't think there's a vase that I am familiar with. What's up, monkey? There's just monkeys all over the place. I did not know that. I guess in some cases we are on, you know, the Monkey Island. We're trying to escape from Monkey Island right now. We're dealing with pirates and all of that. What up, fellas? Ow. It's not very nice of you. Again, always utilize the AoE attack when you can, because it stops everyone else from, you know, being able to really be an annoyance. But once you get them to that certain distance away after utilizing it, doing a dodge roll to them is just the right amount of distance to be able to get an attack on them. This guy's got a disruptor attack, it looks like. Yep, disorientation attack. See, this guy's a feint attacker. He's showing me an opening that's not really there. Why am I still disoriented? Oh yeah, because if he hits me with the swords, I'll still remain disoriented. There we go. Ooh. Oh my god, I actually ran into that? Well, luckily he didn't. I just gotta wait for the disorientation to go away. It's actually... There we go. We can just take him out while he's frozen. And the disorientation guys are really annoying because when you're disoriented, a lot of your controls don't work the way that they're supposed to. So when you're trying to dodge roll there by hitting B, nothing really happens. I think it's because one of the other buttons takes over as the primary button of what it is you're supposed to be doing. And I don't know exactly the formula behind it, so I couldn't really tell you guys, like, oh, instead of hitting B, you hit Y to dodge roll. Instead of hitting X to attack, you know, you hit the right bumper. I don't know if there's a set thing or if it means you can't use any of the attacks, period. It's hard to say. I know the game a bit, but not quite that well. Who are you? I've seen you before.
Mistress, I am almost ready to return to the Imperial City. Another day, and I will bring you the amulet fragment.
I get the feeling you won't.
I lose confidence in you with each passing hour, Lim.
Ah, so he's Lim. There's something definitely not right with him. Really, is it the big-ass red eye patch going over him and the fact that he's got veins all over the place and he looks like he literally just woke up 2 hours ago from his grave? No, that shouldn't tip it off. So this is Gal the Greater. I don't see the resemblance between him and Gal Lesser. But then again, last time we saw Gal Lesser was 20 some odd number of parts ago. So I don't even remember what he looks like. You have got amazing goggles. They really go the way to make a lot of their characters stand out. We got the chef with the bitchin' ass stash, and now we got the dude with the funkified goggles. Who else are we gonna be meeting here?
Maybe this is all too much for you to handle. Perhaps I should come out there personally.
Damn.
That will not be necessary, mistress. I will deal with the troublemaker here and return to the Imperial City in one day.
Yeah, everybody's been saying that, but I've yet to see it happen, dude.
You heard Mistress Chia. I can't waste any more time here. Get that flyer.
You look better with the side with the eye patch on. What the hell is with your face?
My mistress, Lim, and I don't take orders from you either. Remember, if not for my son, you would never have discovered where the glorious strategist was hiding.
Why? Everybody has like a weird thing where they're not looking at the people they're talking to. If you were noticing when looking at him, he was constantly looking to the left. Who was there?
What are you talking about? Have you heard something about young Gao? Tell me.
Yo, dude's pushing up Daisy. He took a new hobby and just pushing daisies up. No big deal.
Report from the destruction of 2 rivers. Your son, Gao the Lesser, is dead.
I fucking destroyed him.
No. This can't
His
be.
neck also didn't look right. Did anybody else notice that? When he was kind of leaning forward talking to Lim there, like it looked like his head and his neck was more further than where his body and the bottom part of his neck was sitting at. So it's like he wasn't leaning forward. It was like they took the head and just pushed it forward. Am I the only one that saw that?
I must grieve for my son. No one is to disturb me. No one.
I don't want to. The only thing disturbing is the way you ran like
I can
that.
give the amulet fragment to Death's Hand himself. Then Grand Inquisitor Jia may be in for a surprise.
Oh, look, another power struggle. It's like everyone's trying to power struggle one another.
Back, Mad One. I suspect Gao will be preoccupied for some time, so I'm in charge now. I suggest you finish your dragonfly today.
At least he's calm about it. Like, he's trying to sound intimidating, but it sounds like he's just having a normal conversation with me.
Who designed that dragonfly? Did you build something to make his sandals explode?
Build something to make someone's sandals explode. I think I like the sound of that. I might get along with this guy just well. I like how I can just kind of like run right by and be like, hey guys, don't mind me. I'm just running around with a little girl by the name of Wildflower. Whatever, all is good. Not to worry about any of that. You got some funky looking eyes there, buddy. Oh no, it's a whole bunch of... Well, that's one way to go. And I do like how it immediately has her still in the being caught on fire. Like, that's an attention to detail that I do enjoy. It's small things like that that do make this game relatively fun for me. I mean, the gameplay is amazing too. But, I don't know, when, like, small details like that, while it may not be a huge deal to a lot of people, and it's not like it's a massive for me, it's still really cool to see something like that. Like, you kind of just expect for them to just, you know, oh, okay, she got caught on fire, so she's just an instant death, and then we go to somebody else. But, no, the fact that you actually start that battle with her on fire makes it hilarious. It's awesome. Hey, the exploding thing works just as well. Just as well as us calling it a part right there, ladies and gentlemen. So I do hope you enjoyed the rest of your evenings. And we'll catch you all in the next part.